The longtime favorite is back in action here tonight. Barefoot returns here at Revolution, looking for a championship win. Not to mention a little old school here tonight as we get ready to debut the Mad Dog Chevrolet. All that and more is coming up next on Revolution. Welcome back to Revolution, ladies and gentlemen, the first show since summer of 2025. 8 of the best Diecast monster trucks are ready to throw it down here tonight, trying to claim the Revolution Championship. Defending champion Jeffrey Skipper back here tonight in Monster Energy. Round 1 action coming at you as Barefoot takes on Rap Attack, Mad Dog taking on 𝐿𝐶, Carolina Crusher taking on No Problem, and defending champion Monster Energy gets a shot at the Boss Gator. Coming up to the line right now is the return of Michael Ehrlich in the Barefoot Dodge as he gets set now to go one-on-one with none other than 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐿 in that brand new Rap Attack machine who we saw debut just a couple of months ago, looking for a big time championship win. Ford takes on Chevrolet here in round 1. The green light goes down now. Rap Attack with the early lead up and over the cars. Now Barefoot comes back on him on the big end. How about Michael Ehrlich in the Barefoot Dodge as he makes up the ground over the final set of cars, and he'll put Rap Attack on the trailer. We go back checking out the replay. Some big time air. Rap Attack gets bobbing up there inside of the no man's land area of the track, giving all the room for the Barefoot Dodge to come back with a championship win here tonight in round 1. Moving right along in round 1, however, is the return of Mr. Leafer, Brandon Allen in the Mad Dog Chevrolet. There you see him out of the Breen Boys race team. He's ready to go over there on the outside lane, taking on the punk with all the junk, Jeremy Hiles and an 𝐿𝐶. Both trucks stage here at Revolution. The green light goes down now side by side, up and over the first jump, over the final set of cars, and over goes Jeremy Hiles and an 𝐿𝐶 as he tried to get it together over that final set of cars, and it looks like the Mad Dog Chevrolet will come away with a victory here tonight in round 1. Looking back at the replay, kind of a rough bounce right there in no man's land. Jeremy Hiles didn't quite get both front tires up on the car stack, and over he goes, and the Mad Dog will come away with a win here tonight inside of round 1. And now the MTA track court officials are down there to turn 𝐿𝐶 back over. Hopefully they can tighten up the nuts and bolts on that truck and be stronger than ever by next week here on Revolution. Next up here tonight inside of round 1, we've also got the return of Iron Mike Lanford in the No Problem Ford Bronco. He is now ready to take on Pete Piscadlo, who's won out here on Revolution before, the Carolina Crusher Chevrolet, hailing out of Wadesboro, North Carolina. A classic 80s tough track matchup. No Problem taking on the Carolina Crusher. Ford and Chevrolet, the green light goes down. No Problem with a whole shot. Here comes Crusher on the inside, and Pete Piscadlo comes away with a victory over the No Problem Ford Bronco here tonight in round 1. We're going to go back and take another look at the MTA replay. Carolina Crusher making up the ground on the inside lane, closing the gap as they go across the finish line, and he moves on into our semifinal competition. Next up here in round 1, it's the return of the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper, Monster Energy, the defending champion from July of 2025, as he gets ready to take on an arch rival, Crush This Racing's Boss Gator, Austin Spence behind the wheel. These two teams battle it out like no other. Crush This and the Renegades, the green light goes down side by side, up and over the first jump now. Monster Energy gets it done as Boss Gator has some trouble coming over the final set of cars right there, and Jeffrey Skipper, the Iceman, keeping the flag on the back of the truck. We go back and check out the instant replay. Up and over the first jump, a big sky wheelie out of Monster Energy as he gets it crossed up over the final set of cars, and Boss Gator just all out of shape on the other side of the track, and the Iceman will hang on to that championship flag until semifinals, and this is how that's going to be breaking down, ladies and gentlemen. We started with 8 trucks. We're now down to the final 4. Michael Ehrlich returns in Barefoot to take on Brandon Allen and the Mad Dog. The other side of your bracket, Carolina Crusher, Pete Piscadlo is back. He'll be taking on defending champion Jeffrey Skipper, the Iceman, in Monster Energy. Semifinal action coming at you as Michael Ehrlich in the Barefoot Dodge out of Pontoon Beach, Illinois, gets ready to take on Brandon Allen. Mr. Leafer back behind the wheel in the Mad Dog Chevrolet, ready to go over here on the inside lane. One of them moves on to the final round showdown here tonight at Revolution. Barefoot taking on Mad Dog. Both drivers staged up and ready to go as we get set to go green in semifinals. Barefoot with a slight hole shot. Mad Dog hanging right there with him on 2 wheels. He turns it over inside of the shutdown area. Mad Dog rolls the truck over on top of the finish line pylon, and it was a close shootout down to the wire. We're going to go back and check out the instant replay. Watch your outside lane. Barefoot has a slight lead on the outside. He gets a little out of shape over the final set of cars on 2 wheels, and then the inside lane, Brandon Allen and Mad Dog, upside down he goes right at the finish line. They're going to get him cleaned up off the track. Hopefully some better luck next week as we see who will advance on with Barefoot in the final round showdown. Pete Piscadlo returning here tonight. Carolina Crusher, a former one-time Revolution champion, now gets ready to take on defending Revolution champion Jeffrey Skipper. Monster Energy ready to go on the outside. Flag on the line. The green light goes down. Off the line, they're side by side. Even now through no man's land. Shootout to the finish line. And what a matchup it was. I'm not sure who got the win from up here in the booth. It was a close race, no question. We're going to have to go back and check out the replay. Monster Energy seems like he has a slight lead on the outside, but Carolina Crusher making up the ground fairly quickly. Shootout to the finish line as we freeze frame it right there. Monster Energy does break the line first. We're going to go to our next frame, and your winner is going to be the Iceman, Jeffrey Skipper. Monster Energy beating out Carolina Crusher by inches here tonight. What a matchup it was, but the champion will hang on to the flag as we go into the final round showdown. Monster Energy came into this event as defending champion, would love to keep it that way, but Barefoot's been on a rail all night. Don't go anywhere, the finals are next. As we get set and ready for the final round showdown, the defending champion, Jeffrey Skipper, Monster Energy, has been running strong all night. He wants to keep the flag on the back of that truck for Team Renegades. However, the other side of the coin is Michael Ehrlich in the big bad Barefoot Dodge out of Pontoon Beach, Illinois. He's been on a rail as well. This matchup ought to be a dandy. The two most consistent drivers all night long. The flag is on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, Monster Energy, Barefoot. It's showtime here tonight at Revolution. Down the straightaway they go. Energy with a slight lead. Barefoot coming back onto the inside. And Michael Ehrlich will upset the champion here tonight at Revolution. The Barefoot Dodge laying down the horsepower over here on the inside lane. As we go back and take another look at the replay again, Monster Energy has a good lead on him. Here comes Barefoot now on the inside. Settles it down in no man's land. Shootout over the final set of cars. And Barefoot will come away with a championship win here tonight over Jeffrey Skipper and Monster Energy. So ladies and gentlemen, at this time, give it up for your Revolution winner here tonight, Michael Ehrlich and Barefoot. And what a final round it was as Barefoot takes home the championship win. We're going to jump over and take a look at the overall point standings and how that breaks down. With tonight's big win, Michael Ehrlich and Barefoot lead the pack at 100 points. Jeffrey Skipper, Monster Energy right behind him as the runner-up with 90. Then your semifinalists, Carolina Crusher and Mad Dog with 80 points. And then your round one eliminations from earlier tonight, Rap Attack, Escalade, No Problem, and Boss Gator at 75 points apiece. And we got a long ways to go for the March season here on Revolution. Thank you guys for coming out and enjoying the show. Leave a comment down below of your favorite part of the show. We always love hearing back from the Monster Truck Attitude fans. Thank y'all so much. If you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road.